Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the working on my messy desk version of CCxRC. I was just at the Great Lakes Gauntlet, got some cool new stuff I want to get installed here. Primarily these Flubber Stuffers. These are the Slyme Ballz. I also did get their little course markers as well that are a little bit soft as well. So I need to take off these wheels. We're going to do a little quick comparison between the two. We're going to take out one of the foams on one of the wheels and leave the other one with the foams in it stock and just see how different they feel. So actually I'm going to leave this one on as a stock. So we'll see what it looks like under the weight of the truck. But basically we're going to be taking these off and putting in the foams. I'm going to have some beeping going off as my batteries finish charging. But I've got my mighty handy tool here. So we're going to go ahead and start wrenching. There's the beeping. All right, I'm going to get this taken apart and we'll get back to you. All right, so here's a little insert that shows the rotation that these need to be in. So we're going to want it going around this way on that front one. Ooh, those feel real nice. All right, you can see the firmness, how light it is at the top. And then as it gets to the shorter one, there's a lot more rigid. See, that's cool. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take this one off. Looking at the direction that we're going in with our tire. Make sure it goes back in the same way. All right. So these are the NHX wheels that I'm using. I like them because they're very weighted. This is going to make a big difference. I can already tell just by feeling the foam how stiff it is. So we're going to put this inside of here. Work to get this in there. You know what? While I have this out, I should vent them. See how they're so sticky. Tell you what, these tires and this wheel combo are a little bit tricky because they're so soft that they pull out of the bead a lot. And I've only noticed it on this very original pair that I have of them. So I don't know if there's something about this particular set being so soft or what, but I've always just had these things pulling out of the bead. All right, so directionally, this is the way we're going. In fact, I put the first one on, screwed all the screws in, and then had it come off the bead for half of one of the sides. It's crazy. But it also just really is holding, even with the little drilled out holes. So I ended up putting little slits in the sidewall. We'll see what that does. If that comes back to bite me or what. But I needed more air to escape. And when I try and drill into here, the tires would just get all messed up. So the bead is under there. That's good. The bead is right on that. So now we just gotta line it up and clamp it down. Bead is still good. And trust me, I'm gonna keep checking this one as I go. All right, so here's where you can really see the difference. You can see the flex on that tire up here. It's really flexing. And if we go to the stock tire, there's no wrap around that area there. Get out of the light for a minute here. Go back to the other one. Oops, sticky tires grabbing on. Yeah, you can see that thing just folding around it, getting some grip. That's why we're changing out to these Flubber Stuffers. Get a little bit more of that aired down look. All right, here we are up at Reaction RC Hobbies. Going to give these things the real world test. It is Thursday night comp night, and it's the perfect opportunity to really see how these things handle. We've got lots of rock, we've got wood, all different types of textures out here. And yes, before you all say it, I did put the passenger front tire on in reverse. It happens to me, especially when I'm rushing, and I was trying to get these done before I had to pick my boys up from school. So I did that whole intro, and I had about 30 minutes before I had to go, so I had to hustle. Anyway, these things were absolutely amazing. Better turning radius, too, because previously these tires were so tall that they would kind of fold over as I was trying to make corners. And they would kind of lean and push really bad. Well, that push was gone. I was making corners that I hadn't made. And look at that. Just that little bit of tire flex that you're getting there. Just like, especially on that front rock there. So good. I ended up tying Dana for first place for the Class 3. And then we actually ran it in reverse. And where I am right now, I actually made that corner from the gate on the left. I hard lefted and made it up through the one I just went through there. Seemed impossible. He didn't even try it, and he tried to go through the rocks. And, you know, with these, my steering was so good, I made it right through. I did fall off over here and ended up in the hard way, but these Flubber Stuffers really gripped onto these rocks and let me get out of here without taking any penalties. I can still walk it with the servo. I thought maybe being kind of aired down and it might slow it down a little bit or grip too much and not allow me to do what I'm about to do here and walk it down on the rocks. But no problem, especially if you got a Mighty Chihuahua servo in there, something with some speed. You can still really walk these things. Honey Badger even would be able to do it. I was trying to film the Flubber Stuffers. You definitely see
the
squish. The squish. And it definitely has that grip that I didn't have before. This feels like it's going to be a winch out of the gate.
Yeah, it always is. It's meant for everybody, I think.
All right, so this is still my favorite wheel and tire combo at this point. The NHX brass wheels with the RC four-wheel drive scramblers. Now insert the Flubber Stuffers. I think they're the SV33s. It's such a killer combo, and really happy about it. I do need to look into whether it's just these tires that I have that are really soft, because I have several. I have like 3 or 4 pairs of these. I need to check them because it is really weird, and they're really thin, and so getting it to bite on the bead has been a problem on this particular set since I got them. I have another set of these brass wheels, and I don't have that problem, so I don't get it. I was always pulling out the bead with these, and so I might just have to try another set and see how it does, because this one actually spins on the rim a little bit if I really was getting bound up. But I didn't have any issue with that here. Tires kept moving, but if I were really bound up in something and trying to force it, the tires would probably slip on the rim, which is problematic, and I could probably glue it or something. But I will be testing these on another set of this exact same combo with the NHX wheels and a new set of the tires to see if I still have that. But I do have more Flubber Stuffers to install, and I definitely think this is a way to go right now, especially in the comps. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. As always, guys, have fun RCing. Catch you next time.